and welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'm so happy that you guys are here and so happy that you guys are enjoying the videos. I'm really enjoying this fall series. I've done the kitchen and the coffee bar, and today we are going to work on the tablescape. It smells so good in the house right now. I have a roast cooking, and that got the fall vibes going because that's a comfort meal. And there's a breeze outside, even though it's 81 degrees. But we are gonna pretend like it's fall, fall-like weather outside, and we're gonna continue the march on getting this apartment all cozied up for the season. One of my most favorite things to do is create a tablescape. It just adds to the decor of your space. If you're fortunate enough to have a dining room set, you're able to decorate that and leave it for the season. I don't have that here in the 701 square feet. I have a table that we use to dine at every evening. When I decorate the dining room table, I try and typically use the items that are on the table, but this year for fall and Christmas, most likely, it's going to be just for looks, just to complete the look of the whole apartment. I want everything in the apartment done and decorated so I can give you guys a walkthrough or a tour of the fall apartment. I think we're going to be moving either in December or January. I'm not sure yet. If you're new here, we moved from 3,000 square feet. We sold our home and moved into this apartment where my husband works. We're empty nesters, and we are just doing the apartment thing as we travel to see where it is we want to buy our last home, our forever home. So we figured that's going to take us about 3 to 4 years, so we're kind of taking our time. But my husband's starting a new project, and so he will be moving about 2 hours east of where we're at now. So we will be moving into another apartment, but I'm going to enjoy this apartment and make it home while we're here. So I want to be able to get it all decorated for fall so that I can give you guys a tour of what that looks like. Possibly we'll be here for Christmas. I'm hoping we'll be here for Christmas because I've got some ideas for this space for Christmas. If not, that's okay. But anyways, so I just wanted to let those of you who are new to the channel know that I love to do tablescapes. There's two things that I really am drawn to doing, and that is chalkboard signs, which I love to do, and I also love to do tablescapes. And I do want to point something out. When I did my chalkboard sign for the kitchen decor, some of you might have noticed that I didn't spell pumpkin all the way. I got to pump and then I wrote pie. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea, but I have since fixed it, just so you know. And I can't believe not one comment anybody caught that. It's so funny. And I totally expected it. When I replayed it back, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's gonna say, Anna, you know, you didn't finish the word, but I figured it out and I got it all fixed. So anyways, I love to do tablescapes. I just think that they are so warm and so inviting and so much fun, and you can be so creative with your tablescape. So the items that I'm going to be using today, I got all off of Amazon and HomeGoods. They were not in the haul that I did for my fall haul. Like I said, I get a little finger happy on Amazon, and today I did just go to HomeGoods and I got some stuff to do the bathroom, and yeah, it's going to be really good. I do also want to let you guys know that on September 3rd, it's a Saturday, I will have a bonus video out, which is going to be 6 a.m. On that morning, and I'm not sure what I'm doing on that day, but I'm part of a fall hop with I think 17, 18 other ladies, and so we're just putting together 5 to 10 minute inspirational videos, so you'll be able to click on my video and then click on the next person's in my description, and so on and so forth, and just kind of see what everybody's doing. You know, some people will do porches, some people will do a recipe, you know, that kind of thing. So I think that'll be really fun. So I did want to let you guys know that. Anyways, I'm excited to get this tablescape going, so let's get into it. decided to use a tablecloth this time around. I am going to be adding placemats as well, but when I think of fall, I think of warmth, and when I think of warmth and a table, I just think of linens, and so a tablecloth was the perfect addition, I think, to the table before I get to putting together the tablescape. It can be really formal. It could be a really formal look if you wanted it to, or it could be a really casual look, just depending on the feel you're going for. I am trying to keep my fall decor, my autumn decor, seasonal decor in just the warm tones. So I'm not going really overboard with like the bright oranges and, you know, that kind of thing. I'm doing more of like muted tones, fall tones, and I'm really enjoying that. So that is what we're going to be building on the table today, and I'm hoping that it comes out. I'm adding some sparkly things, and I'm adding some wood tones, some natural tones, and I'm just trying to bring it all together, kind of like an earthy, let's see, what shall we call it? A earthy fall tablescape. I think that's what I'll call it. I've talked to you guys before about how I love texture. The more texture I can put in a space, the better. So I love to build and, you know, layers on top of layers. I just think that it adds depth and more interest to any space, really. You know, pillows, when you're adding, you know, different textures of pillows and layering your pillows, and you know, when you're building on a shelf, or you know, that an entertainment unit or a coffee table or something like that, just adding layers to anything just really helps elevate the look. I think that's just my opinion. I'm no expert. It just always, if I try and go without layering, I always am looking at my, you know, area that I'm decorating and thinking, what is it missing? It's missing something. So I like to do that. I like to do layers, and I like to keep the numbers in odds. So play with it yourself and see if that's something that you enjoy as well. It's kind of a rule, a designer rule, is to decorate in odd numbers. And I think that if you play with that, you'll notice that it really does affect how your eye sees something. So when I'm putting together layers, I'm also thinking, taking that into account as well, as what number am I using in that little area or that vignette or on that shelf, that type of thing. So anyways, let's keep going. Black accents anywhere I can, wherever I can fit it in. I love adding that in those candlesticks. I'm loving. I've had them on every single tablescape I've done. I've added those. I love them. When I was in just recently, when I was in Boston, I was at this resale shop because my niece is furnishing her Boston apartment, and so we went into like this vintage place, and there were so many little beautiful candle holders, and you guys, I did not have room for anything else to bring on that plane, so I couldn't buy anything, and I was so mad because I just find thrifting on the East Coast is so much more fun than on the West Coast. Every single time I have been thrifting on the East Coast, I'm in love with everything that I find. So anyways, I think that would be a beautiful look as well, adding some copper, gold, even glass type accents to a fall table. I think is just beautiful, or the candlesticks would be just beautiful. But I love the black ones. I love the black element that you'll see that it's going to just come all together in the tablescape. I just love the way those look. They're like a hammered wrought iron or hammered metal, so they're kind of rustic looking and old looking, and I love them so much. But anyways, let's keep going. We're going to build the centerpiece of the table first before we get to the actual table set. I love that picture that I found. I found that on Amazon, as well as the pics. I will make sure to link as much as I can down below for you guys. I love those pics. One of the things that I can share with you about using pics, you may already do this, but there might be somebody who runs across this video and goes to the store and buys the picks and just shoves them in the vase, vase, whatever vessel they're going to use for their picks, and they don't fluff them. Fluff them, especially the ones that come from Amazon, because they come smushed. So, and it just, oh my gosh, the volume. You know, when I got them, I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is going to be enough, but they actually are beautiful. So I'm loving them. They're like a eucalyptus. The next thing I'm going to be adding is, because the candlesticks are so tall, and because that copper pitcher and the florals are so tall as well, they're actually two different levels like this, but I wanted to bring some of the florals down below. So I'm going to be reusing a vessel that had greenery in it. That's how I bought it off of Amazon. Typically, when you purchase, you know, those things that already have like flowers or what have you, if they're not glued in, usually you can pull those out and reuse the vessel and the styrofoam that's on the inside and just reimagine the whole piece, which is what I did here. So I have picks that I've been using to decorate with, and so there are some that you know, were extras, and so I just am going to use those little extra pieces. I broke them down so they're smaller, so that I can bring those colors down low. You can repurpose little vases or little vessels like that. That green piece just pulled right out, and I was like, oh, perfect. And so I just shoved a bunch of the little extra picks in there, and it brought the color that I wanted down lower onto the table. So I'm going to be using mercury glass for my very first time ever. I've never purchased it. I've always loved the pumpkins when I've seen them, and I just thought that for what I was creating today, that it would be perfect. Because they're rustic looking, right? Because they've got that antique-y feel to them, and they're shiny and reflective. I just thought that they would be perfect for a tablescape. So let's go ahead and place those on the table. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with them, and they had so many at HomeGoods. So run out and get them. If you want mercury glass pumpkins in your decor this year, go get them now. My HomeGoods was filled with them. Anyway, so we're gonna keep adding to that. There's 6 items, and I have to do the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, whatever. I'll just keep going. I have another item that I wanted to add there, and I thought to myself, well, I've got shiny going on, I've got the copper going on, I've got the wrought iron, and like that little vessel looked like stone. So I wanted to warm that up a little bit with some wood. So I had an idea. Let's check it out. loving the way that is turning out. So I hope you guys are feeling it, are feeling the whole purpose behind layering, you know. It just it looks so good. So when I create a centerpiece for the table, I always think of it as a vignette, if that helps any. And yeah, I just think all of those elements came together so nicely. So now we need a place to sit and eat. We need our place settings, right? So let's go ahead and start on those. Another thing that I like to do is make sure that I'm adding more than one item of the same kind of element. So I added that wood bowl, and I was going back and forth on what I should use as far as because I have several chargers, and I remembered I had those, and I was like, perfect. And I think that they look so good. So now we're going to be adding plates. Now the plates I'm going to be using, I've already used. They're just a basic cream colored plate, but I found some really cute little dessert plates or salad plates, stoneware I should say, to put on top of those. So let's go ahead and get those placed on the table. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Those plates are adorable. So I was gonna get salad plates, but then I saw those and I couldn't find those in a larger size. And I thought, oh my gosh, they're the perfect size to sit in the middle of a cream colored plate so they'd pop. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So I found some really yummy textured napkins. They came in a set of 6 on Amazon. Again, I'll link those for you. So I was kind of playing around with different ways to place the napkins. Because I'm doing kind of like a casual, what did I say, rustic, woodsy look, I don't know. I didn't want them to feel too formal. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place those on either side of the place settings. wanted to go ahead and add some glasses and silverware just to give you guys an idea of what it looks like when it all comes together. Some beautiful goblets would go gorgeous. I don't have any. Those are actually Ernie's whiskey glasses, but I love the texture, and I think that they add just the perfect amount of sparkle to the table. So I do have some finishing touches that I want to add to the table. I know you're probably thinking, Anna, you should be done. I'm never done. I love layering. I just think that it adds so much interest. And a matter of fact, my sister Deneen, hi Deneen if you're watching, I sent her the picture because she loves to decorate too. And I sent her a picture and I said thoughts, and she said, oh my God, I want to dine there. And so I thought that that was so cool. So anyways, I have a couple more finishing touches that I want to add to that, and then we will be done and I'll give you guys the final look. That tablescape turned out exactly the way I envisioned it. I love it so much. You guys have to let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you would do something different, I would love to know. We are in this together. We're learning from each other. So I love it. I think it's the perfect harvest table, and I think that it'll get me all the way through Thanksgiving. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys plan on clicking subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate that. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. When you leave me a comment, it really helps my channel out. Thanks for watching today, guys, and we'll see you in the next video where we're going to take care of this living room. Bye.